Yay! We did it. Okay. Now to share the world. You gotta share this with people so they can see the screen. Hey, hey. Wait. Okay. Very exciting, I know. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, check. Okay, let's play some SimCity. So go to the start screen. This is jams. We need those jams. So, what happens if I hit practice? Welcome to the world of SimCity. I'm your host, Liam Gallagher with 2-Bit Game Club. We're playing SimCity Classic for the SNES. So, the game of the month this month is SimCity. SimCity Classic specifically. And there's a lot of different versions of it. And I decided I would play the thing for the Super Nintendo because it's one of the few versions of the game that I haven't tried. There's like 20 plus different iterations of the game with slight minor changes, but in terms of like complete builds of the game, this is one of the only ones that I haven't played. So one of the things that's different about this is it's been Nintendo-ified. So there's our green-haired representation of Will Wright. We're going to learn about zoning. I don't really want to learn about zoning. I want to learn about heading back to the main menu and making our own city. So, yeah, go to the menu. Let's do it. No. Alright, so, new city. Oh, bling bling. I should turn the alerts off on my phone. So, you can see that it says, please wait. You think about cartridge games that you think of them as being fast and quick loading, but, even stuff like generating these maps for Super Nintendo can be a bit of a task. So I decided we're going to go to map 817, or what kind of looks like bit, B-I-T. Let's see how of a city that is. Okay, it looks like a bit of a mess to develop for, but we're going to do it. Okay. Away we go. So I think there's really only one solid choice for what to call this thing. Nope, not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Right? That seems obvious. We're gonna go with easy. We can get into challenge mode later. But first thing it's good to always do in SimCity, if you're new to SimCity, is to pause the game. There's a lot of initial planning that you can do that is helpful to have all done at once. So rather than building like your zones and your power plant, only discover that while you're building roads to connect things, like nothing works. And people are like, we hate our city. You pause it. So, we're simulating the building of a city. We've got nuclear power in the year 1900, which is good. And we also have a coal plant. We're going to go with coal to start off with. It might be a good opportunity to get a lay of the land. I don't know what this circle does. Okay, that lets me scroll. I guess we got the aspects of the interface. We have, I assume this is where people go. From my other SimCity experiences, I know that this is like the demand bar. Residential, commercial, industrial. I'm used to residential being green, not red, but that's fine. And this is our money. I think this is going to be the SimCopter. I don't know what this does. Maybe something later. This is probably Dr. Wright. Yep. Oh man. Well, okay. Thanks. Right. Options. I think these are just all the different, all the different little bits of info about how we can manage our municipality. Oh, disasters. That's good. I guess you can turn them on and off, this version. Godzilla, or otherwise Bowser. Auto go to, turn that off. I don't know what this is, auto. Money on a power conditioner. Background music. No. The jams for this game are pretty sweet. And then, of course, game food, if you know. And then we have this menu, which we have bulldoze, roads, power lines, park, rail, residential, commercial, industrial, police, fire, stadium. I'm thinking probably like yacht club, arena, seaport. Oh, interesting. Two-tip power plant, airports, and question mark that makes this noise. That's good. Okay. So the first thing to do is we should pick our building site. So this map is actually kind of, hard isn't really the right word to deal with, because one of the things that's interesting about this game is that it doesn't necessarily have a win condition. There's no point at which like you SimCity'd the best. So it's usually pretty good to tuck your power plants away somewhere where the pollution that they produce won't bother people. So what we're going to do is we're going to place it right in the corner. You see that little, there you go. It's a fun little isometric drawing of a coal power plant. Okay, so then after that we're going to need access to we're going to need roads to that connect it to something. I think anyways. Forget precisely the mechanics of all this, but even if it's not the case, they look fun. I might regret some of those choices, but it's fine. Alright, we've got a lot of demand for industrial zoning right now. We're going to need to put some of everything in anyways, but let's start with roads. So, if you're familiar with older SimCity games, which is to say newer SimCity games, you know that you don't just zone in these like cookie cutter blocks, but that's how you do it in this one. So we're going to need to connect power lines. Okay, I guess that's what that is. Oh, that's funny. Working with the 16-bit fidelity of the Super Nintendo can be interesting. Okay, so as far as I understand, that's going to connect the whole block. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything else. Okay, that's fine. So let's connect the rest of this zone with roads. Because people like to drive all around. It's kind of their jam. Ooh, behind the curtain, not on a real SNES. As I'm sure you can tell, I've been cheating. This is emulated. It's not a legal copy, but oh well. If you want to know other free ways of getting your hands on a copy of SimCity, the source code was actually released as part of the one child per laptop, or one laptop per child initiative, under the name Metropolis, of course, because Electronic Arts owns the copyright to the name SimCity. So you can't have it. But, so that being said, there's no, just because you're on a budget, gaming on a budget, doesn't necessarily mean that you can't get your sweet, sweet hands on some SimCity. So you don't have to do a crime game like I'm doing here. Do as I say, not as I do. Children, don't crime game. Okay. That's fun. So we've got our little industrial park there. We leave some room for expansion, because these are the weird sorts of things that we decide that we know about when we start to play SimCity. Oh yes, we need to make sure that there's enough room for our industrial park to expand into the beginning of the 20th century. So we're going to need to build a highway leading out to more illustrious properties where our residents of Pittsburgh will gladly live. Right here. I think there's no mechanical representation for enjoying waterfront properties, but you know, that's what we're going to put them. Oh yeah, seeing red for residential is strange to me. So I don't really remember how any of this works out. Let me start with that though. I've got like 8 of each. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. It's okay. It was gonna happen. It happened. It's happening. So then, the last obvious slice of the pie, commercial. So we're gonna put them over here. Okay, so we've got our basic zones in. I have absolutely no idea how those are going to fill out. But we're also going to need to police this because, um, like in real life, your SimCity residents will try to murder each other. Just because there's bad people in the world. There's vice. Um, you know, if you're a 2-Bit Game Club listener and you're considering murdering somebody, please don't. The 2-Bit Game Club does not condone homicide or even manslaughter. It's probably just for the best if you don't end people's lives. So you definitely end up with this situation in SimCity where you don't really appreciate the grid size and you kind of lay things out inefficiently. That's fine. We're not going to get all worked up about that. We're just going to take an opportunity to place what I understand are parts. Okay. Yeah. And park here. Wow. What a great park. Okay, so fire department, check. Commercial, industrial, power plant, check. Yeah, I have no idea what the electricity load is going to be, whether or not we're going to be producing enough. But $5 for a transmission line is a pretty good deal. Talk to the contractor. Okay, and a stadium, right? No. I think we should save our money. For an airport, no. That'd be too easy. Okay, I'm willing to just hit go and see how badly we did this. I don't know what middle guy represents in terms of our experience of January of the year 1900, but we're making lots of pollution. That's good. Okay, nobody has electricity. Pollution's very high, and we have electricity again. Okay, well, I have a coal plant, so what do you want from me? Of course it's going to be hot. Oh, people! Okay, thanks, Will. Okay. Oh, what this does is it... Okay, cursors over the different zones and tells you, like, what's in them specifically. So it gives you more data rather than just, like, this pretty but kind of useless display, unless you already know what you're looking at. So there's lots of demand for industrial and residential, but I've got tons of lots that have yet to fill out. So we're going to leave it for now. We have 380 people. That's good. 420. You know what that means? It means this is a bustling metropolis. So if we're going to play... Oh, wow. 600. Okay, if we're going to play SimCity, right, you know that what we need to do, we're going to open some informatics. So we're going to learn. We're going to actually watch the Super Nintendo load, which is interesting. You typically don't think of the Super Nintendo as having load times. Okay, this is our comprehensive view. This is our power grid. Looks like everyone's connected. It's fine. Road map, which I think is what is happening here. Population by density. Okay, what's this population by size? Oh, okay, growth rates. Interesting. Traffic density. We have a traffic dense area. We've got a lot of pollution. Airsoft enthusiasts. So there's a lot of crime at the power plant for some reason. That I don't get, but it's fine. Land value. Man, that road's worth so much. So this looks like our... Yeah, okay. So these radiuses are a thing. Obviously your stations can only serve a certain area of the city. So I think I'm gonna build another... Oh wow, we're a town now. Sim Town. Alright, we can do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, we get to build a question mark. Ooh, my house. Where are we going to live? I want to be able to gaze deeply upon my subjects and judge them. It looks like we need to expand our residential. Yeah, there's a lot of demand for residential. Oh, boys. Okay. We're going to pause it. Like all good administrators, we have the ability to pause time. So we need to build a glorious mansion. We need to build an additional police department and fire departments for our crime-ridden power plant for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the power plant that's giving it so much criminal activity. There we go. I understood that there was lots of congestion around this area of town. So you can link that around. But really when I hear that there's a lot of congestion, what I feel like that means is people are really just lining up for their opportunity to see me, right? Yeah, the game agrees. That probably does something for like land value, but really, in my mind, what it's doing for us is I've got this sweet like palatial mountain that I live on. You know, 2-Bit Game Club doesn't necessarily bring in a lot of bucks, so sometimes I like to dream that I live in a palace on a mountain. From there, I talk to myself on the internet as though there was people listening. Oh man, look at that zoning. Oh, beauty. I don't know why I put that in there. I guess we don't have a lot of residential blocks. Will Wright told me to build in a balanced fashion. So I guess that's like twice as many residential. Is there anything else that's balanced? I don't know. Let's put in some more commercial buildings because commerce makes money. If the Republicans in the United States taught me anything, it's that jobs are more important than the people who have them. Okay. I feel like this should be a cool road, so we put it in there. Pittsburgh is looking good. So yeah, turn the game speed back on. How what year is it even? Okay, it's July. It's the same year, but 2,000 people have moved in, which quite frankly is alarming. No one said that the game was an accurate simulation. Okay, we're going to slow it down. We're going to look at some of our ordinances. We don't have money, really, so much. So here's the thing. People don't like taxes, right? If you're a politician, like one of the easiest things you can do is run on a platform of lower taxes, and people just love that. We've collected no taxes, though. And the thing is, people also love services. They have to be paid for somehow. And they, doctors and nurses and ambulances aren't just volunteering. So the police fund, fire fund, transit fund, none of these have values yet. And we haven't spent any money. So I wonder how people react to the tax figures. Do they react like Europeans who like stuff like having teeth and being able to take time out work after you deliver a human baby, or is the tax rate like Americans where if you like try to go on their lawn, they think that you're after their gold, and then they kill you. Is this an unfair characterization of Americans? You decide. Okay, well, we've learned nothing from that. Yeah, I guess I don't know about like the cultural makeup of my city, so some of these things are hard to figure out. Okay, so these are our zones. So, like, this is math, right? Look at all the math we're doing. It's important to remember at the end of the day that the SNES is a... Oh, that music's fun. 26% of the people think I suck. Get out. Yeah, taxes, right? 12% of people say, I wish I didn't have to pay anything. And everything came for free. And also, I was tall. Total. Okay, we're just looking at that. Right, voice is like public opinion. Graph is a graph. Oh, we can chart the development of things. All the way back to 1892, when none of this mattered. Okay, these are fun. Thanks, Will, for that. I want to investigate whether or not my sweet mint mansion is improved land values, or this is zoning, right? Okay, I get it. That's right. Roads. That's traffic density. Population density. So I guess the money bag is probably land value. Yeah, look at this. That's me. Okay, so done congratulating myself in game. So I mean, I guess like we've got really good growth rates. We've got you know, a really good, just a very good power plant. And we've got place for jobs to come in and for people to sell blenders. So, look at that. It's September and the world is getting a little browner and redder because it's autumn. So we're coming to the close of our first fiscal year soon. We already have 5,000 people. Like, this place is bustling. Having a massive budget, I'm sure, did not hurt. I don't understand why these guys are like, we don't want jobs. We were doing so good before. High density, I1, I2, I3, upper, mid, high, upper, mid, upper. So I guess as the blocks develop, they become a type of block within the profile of a zone. I know I said I wasn't going to spend money. But guess what I'm going to do? So I think parks are the good thing to just like surround your mansion with. Because you don't really want the plebs. You know, they're all like, I'm so hungry, I can't afford to eat. And you kind of want to not have to hear that. They're also not that expensive, and they're a pretty color. And sometimes they have alternate tiles. I think that they cut down on pollution and noise, and they increase land value as well. Oh, SimCopter reporting heavy traffic. Oh, it's winter. This is December. Oh, that's actually quite pretty. Now everyone's getting in accidents because they don't have their all-weather tires on, and they forget how to drive in the winter. So, if it's getting snowy, there's a lot of places in the United States that this can't be. There's only 2 commercial blocks unfilled. All right, we're gonna zone some more commercial. So that's not expensive to do. It doesn't have electricity. Okay, now it does. I don't understand that always. That's fine. Okay, well, it might be time to think about the bare bones of a mass transit system. because things get kind of congested really fast, as you can see there. So I think as I'm the mayor, I would like to have my own personal train station there. So what's good about this is that it just will start to run parallel to the rest of the city as it develops. So I'm seeing big demand for industrial, but these guys just aren't building up the lots. I mean, I think that the red hash marks might be showing that that plot is under construction. Okay, we'll build another. You insist. We'll get this back on the grid. January, February, March. So we had a fiscal year. We had a ship come by and just dump money off. So let's take a look and see how we did. Okay, so yeah. See, the problem is that we spent more money than we had come in. So the taxes are going up, and 10% is really not that bad if you like want roads and stuff. So I don't know what people are complaining about. So here you can run deficits in your various budgets. You can say like, yeah, roads are good and all, but what if not roads? And you can say like, well, we built all the police stations, but what if instead of filling the police stations with police, we filled them with just nothing? Right? What would that be? But I don't know if you can tell from the angle I'm taking on my like building philosophy. I think that the state has, if well governed, has a vital role to play in running the city, and maybe having police that are accountable. To me, the mayor of Pittsburgh is more important than having vigilantes and private security firms. We're going to go with that. So I don't know how to tell when we're running out of electricity. When we've got like not enough left. Yeah, I don't really know. Is there a thing? Okay, apparently 7% is what's deemed to be a fair tax rate. It's very low. It's fine. I can only assume that that is our municipal budget, and that does not include like federal taxes. Look, excuse me. Am I overthinking this? You decide. All right, let's keep going. I don't know what's happening. That's fine. I like Pittsburgh. We've got whatever this is. Train? Is that a train? Train? Are you there? Train? 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 Okay. We get some parks. We've got whatever this black gray thing is. Okay, so our housing blocks are there. I guess, if we're talking about what do we want, we want revenue, because that allows us to city more. City is the verb here. We want to do a city. And in order to do a city, we need money. In order to get money, we need taxpayers. So, in order to get taxpayers, we need to have citizens. And where are citizens going? Look at that beautiful park. Citizens are going in residential blocks. So once they're all connected with electricity, which they are, well, we should be good to go. I guess like we don't want unemployment and whatnot. So we should be careful to not overdevelop our residential sectors to the point where there's just like endless poverty in Pittsburgh. But we do want to encourage growth and providing markets with ample places to expand, giving our consumers the opportunity to live where they. Whoa, we're city now. That was fast. Okay, I think I can do those things. I don't know. Oh God, that was a mistake. So we got to pay for those roads with our taxes if we leave them in there. So I guess like worst case scenario, if I'm accidentally putting tiles down that I didn't mean to, parks are the way to go. So this end of town is probably not the best in terms of policing. We don't want a slum scenario happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that for now. What I do want to build is a port. Why build a port, you say, Liam? And I say, don't you ever talk to me like that again. It's most of the money we have left, but I did it, so take that. There was no community meeting. There was no stakeholders conference. This was just a unilateral, authoritarian decision made by a mayor gone crazy. Just drunk with power. Okay, so our rail is then set up there. Okay, so this is like a lake. So I'm okay with this area getting bisected by a rail line later on. Okay, that's fine. It's going to need electricity. We're going to put some industrial right next to it. This is probably a very stinky part of town. I'm fine with that, though. I like how the tile for the seaport has like these roads coming off of it, but they don't actually join up with anything. It's fun. Okay, stop spending money, Liam. So you're like, it's been a year in office. This is getting too much. Brownouts, build another power plant. Jeez. Okay, can't do that though. Because I spent all the money on a port we didn't need. I would love. Oh, is that a ship noise? Because if boats are coming, I don't care. Oh, a boat. I'm not really moved by the pleas of people being like, we can't see anything. The other thing we can do is like demolish plots. SimCity Savings and Loan would like to build a branch city office. Yeah, the low interest loans for city improvements. Sounds like a steal. I mean, I didn't steal. Thanks, Will. Okay, well, I could use a loan. Will. So, let's put it there. I like the optics. Yeah, I'd love to take out a loan. How do I take out a loan? Oh, thank you. Yeah, fine. That's actually a great deal. We need electricity for our bank, or not. That'll show them. Charge the mayor for electricity, will you? Okay. So we should be able to build another power plant now. We have enough for nuclear. But I feel like coal's the way to go. It's cheap. I don't know what the power output is either. I should look it up in the games manual at some point. Just for variety. I mean, hey, we're learning. Let's go with nuclear. Now it occurs to me that it might want roads. Yeah, so we're gonna bulldoze that zone. It's always some $100, but it's fine. That's fun. Can you build a road over an explosion? No. Oh yeah. Born ready. Okay, and then we're gonna put in some parks because everybody loves a nuclear park. And we're just gonna make this all parkland. Just like the most septic park you've ever been in. Okay. I think we're ready for the big time. Yeah, I just built another power plant. Will, take it easy. So now, pollution is very high. Well, how do I lower pollution? I can't just like scrub it out. So our residential areas are completely filled in. So let's develop a few more. People want to live near me because I am, objectively speaking, the most valuable person in the town. I really like this music. I wonder who wrote it. It doesn't feel very city building-y to me, but I do like it. I'm going to build a commercial center right next to the bank. Seems appropriate. Liam's first place of commerce. Okay. Don't really have a strong sense of how the mechanics of the game are interacting. That's fine. Sounds like some ambient construction sounds. There's a shipping boat. It doesn't really seem to be moving very deliberately towards anything. But the port should generate income, I believe. I mean, it's a port, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Not sure if that's supposed to be like a freight train or... Oh, yeah, there was the horn. Let's look at a map of things and learn from map. So it said the pollution was really bad. Yeah, well, that's fair. It's mostly the heavy industrial area. Yeah, that place is valuable. Oh man, you can hear the cars going down Danforth here in Toronto. That's not more realistic Super Nintendo sounds. Okay. I guess sometimes the best thing to do is just wait. December. We're going to have our 2001, our 1902. There's our budget. Yay, let's take a look at how we did. Oh, that's fun. That does that. Okay. Zzz. Gotta find our budget. Okay, so our expenditures exceed our income, which is bad. So, I mean, what can I say? I mean, we really need to cut our budget a lot in order to go under. Who knew running a city was so hard? Okay, that's bad. Okay, less people say I'm doing good. But I mean, 66% approval rating is pretty good. Our city is worse than it was last year, apparently. It sucks. It's very valuable. I mean, we could just sell this place and move, guys, for like $1 million. That'll get you home in Toronto. People say that the problem is pollution. I say their problem is their attitude towards pollution. If they could just be like pollution mutants, that'd be sweet. School, hospital, stadium. These are all things that I didn't know that we could build yet. Where are they? Are they hiding? Those? Is that you? I certainly remember hospitals at the very least from SimCity Classic. Disasters. Well, I think we're wrapping up on. It doesn't want me to concentrate all the industrial stuff in one spot, so as not to create one like zone of filth, which I can relate to. Okay, well, we're gonna close out this episode of the Two Big Game Club, playing SimCity for the SNES. I've been your host, Liam Gallagher. You can find Two Big Game Club on the web at twobiggameclub.com. We're on Facebook and whatnot. All those places /Two Big Game Club. If you're up the sort, check us out on Patreon. We've got cool trading cards, which you can see on the bottom right of this window flashing by. You can download your copy, and patrons get a special foil limited edition digital trading card. So before we move things out, let's see if we can blow Pittsburgh up. Mark to save, of course. Okay, well, nothing's destroyed the city yet, so I'm immediately bored. So, what's up? Oh, yay! SimCopter reporting is on fire. Okay, well, that's fine. We're gonna make flooding. Oh no! There's a chance that might be in view of the city. So before somebody spills their coffee, and Will comes to tell us about that, I've been Liam Gallagher for the 2-Bit Game Club, and have a good time. Make sure to leave comments and tell me what you think about SimCity for the SNES and where the franchise has come and gone. And if you're interested, upload your save file for SimCity. Any version will do to the itch page that we have, itch.io. Just look for 2-Bit Game Club, because we'd love to see your saves and what you're doing in SimCity. Okay, have a good one, everybody.